Is Jaiye Bynoe on the Jayman Show, which is on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston's local community radio station. My guest is Alisha Geary. Hi, Alisha. Good to see you on the show today. How are
you? Good.
All right. I'm glad to see you all doing good, Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about yourself, and what you've been through? Because I know you're a student at SNHU like I am, so how's that going for you?
Do what?
I was asking if you could tell me a little bit about yourself, because I know you're.
So, God, I guess I got quite the background, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I am visually impaired, currently an online student at SNHU.
Okay.
I have several modes of. I'm pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, podcast.
Yeah.
You name it, I'm there. My own blog.
Oh, awesome. I see. Okay, so what are you studying at SNHU?
I'm currently studying human services and substance abuse.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a good topic because we need more counselors like you. Is that what you want? Is that what you want to be, a counselor?
Yep.
Okay.
Licensed substance abuse counselor.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. So what made you want to be, so what inspired you to be a counselor? What inspires you?
Well, quite frankly, my upbringing.
Okay.
Wasn't really the best. I won't go too terribly into details, but
oh, please do, yeah.
With the experiences I've had, that was just the career choice I chose because I wanted to help people and make a difference.
Oh, that's wonderful. To help people is a wonderful challenge, in a good career because everybody needs help, Yeah. Okay, so why don't you tell me a little bit about the story, and how you got to where you are.
Well, I eventually realized that, it all started with disability awareness.
Yeah.
And it started with like my interactions with the public and with other people. It all started with crazy questions I would receive and just the stares, the comments. It all started from there. And I have come to realize that the media doesn't really educate people on what blindness is like. Like, I mean, there's so many stereotypes out there. They don't have people to actually educate them on what exactly it's like to be blind or what blind people can and can't do or stereotypes.
Yeah.
So many stereotypes.
Yeah. I understand because I have a disability myself, so I know what you mean, because I sometimes talk fast, stutter, and and it was happening in school, and I see, but I had counselors that helped me succeed. So yeah, so I think that if you can succeed in school or you can succeed anywhere, as long as you have the right help, I think we can all go far. So I definitely agree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So is this your first year at SNHU?
Yeah, this is my first year with SNHU. It is. I'm actually really happy about it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I love it too because it's a wonderful school to be in. I'm glad we have the connection we have with the tutors, counselors, advisors. Because most schools don't have this, so it's good that this school has this. That's why I chose the school to come to. So yeah, and you take classes online, which is good. You take classes online, which is wonderful. So yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, and so when do you plan to graduate?
I'm anticipating 2025.
2025. Oh, okay, yeah, because this is because I actually transferred from RTC, so I'm still waiting to see when I'm hoping to graduate in 2024. So maybe next year, if I find out how many classes I take. So yeah, so just I can get my bachelor's degree in communication and media because I feel like communication and media.
You're majoring in communications. I see.
Yeah.
I see. What was I gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, basically, I was saying, communications and media really inspired me to have a voice because I've been through some styles like Matthew knows, a shot more, the list goes on. So, and I've realized I can be an actor, a singer, and have a career in the entertainment field. So that's why I chose media arts. Because that's something I feel passionate about, and be able to produce a show and have people like your show and be able to reach people is a blessing. So that's why I chose this career. How about you?
Yeah. I knew the moment, we started interacting, I was like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he'd be a great person to interact with. I mean, he's a fellow podcaster. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm so glad you reached out to me because it's just by reading your stories on that I see on in the feedback, I was like, wow, this girl is definitely gonna go far. So I'm glad you reached out to me, because I was inspired by your story and what you've been doing. I was like, wow, and you definitely have a voice, Yeah. So aside from being a counselor, do you also want to be? Are you also interested in acting or being or maybe a singer as well?
Not really. I mean, I sing a little. I'm not going to show off here because I'm too nervous.
You'll be nervous.
But, acting's not really my thing. I'm not really the best of actors. But I've always been interested in putting myself out there. I mean, I podcast, and I mean, I'm a writer,
Mm-hmm.
but I never. No, acting's not really my thing.
Okay. Well, as a podcaster, would you want to interview some celebrities or stars, have you on the show? It could definitely help, network you and get your podcast out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you definitely reach out to them, because I usually reach out to the manager or the agent, and they can sometimes set up, sometimes they say yes, some say yes, some say no, but most of the child will say yes because they want publicity. So it's been a wonderful way,
I think the main reason why I haven't done so is because of the publicity.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think they would see it more as like because of my disability that they would be like, "Oh, look, it's a disabled girl."
Mm-hmm.
Like publicity, good publicity. Let's do it. Let's do it for the publicity. And I don't really want that kind of attention.
Oh yeah, I can understand how you feel, because
Yeah, no.
yeah, I get it because I've been in that situation before, so I know I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is kind of wrong, to treat something like that, because despite anybody can do anything, so I do agree with you because it's not right to treat somebody like that. In spite of where you come from or your upbringing, as long as you're a good person, you should be able to have what you like in life, so and not be treated that way, yeah. So how has your disability affected? I mean, the way you do things? How has your disability affected the way you do things?
So it's on my blog.
Oh, okay.
But like I went into like questions that like sighted people were scared to ask me, but I wasn't scared to answer them.
Mm-hmm.
And people asked me like, what's it like to be blind? And I basically summed it up. I was like, well, if we can do anything a sighted person can do except drive.
Yeah.
You name it, we can do it. And heck, somebody out there has probably already done it.
Yes, I definitely love how you put things into perspective. You made me smile. So I definitely like how you look. I definitely love how you look at life from your direction. So it's a blessing to hear that. So yeah, I mean, because I truly you can do anything you want to do in this life. So I definitely agree. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So where do you see yourself? So what do you see yourself years from now? Still, maybe being a counselor down the line, or?
Yeah. I'm currently freelance writing while I'm in college, but I definitely see myself slowly moving away from that and moving into full-time counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get my I believe I'm gonna have to go into grad school after I finish my bachelor's to
Mm-hmm.
get the license.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's basically what I see myself doing. Just still being an educator, but focused on making a difference.
Oh yes, you definitely. I think you're definitely making a difference. Especially you're definitely making a
Yeah.
difference. Because anybody can make a difference. It doesn't matter who you come from, what you look like. You can make a difference. Yeah. So okay. So would you think you might ever consider running for president of the U.S. someday? Maybe someday.
Huh?
I was asking, do you think you might consider running for president of the U.S. someday, of the United States someday?
No. No. No, I don't see myself jumping into politics.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Okay.
It's bad on a mental health standpoint. Politics is just a toxic subject for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I definitely understand. Yeah. So what do you like to do for fun when you're not in school? What do you like to do for fun and travel?
Well, I'm quite the gamer. I'm quite the adventurer.
Oh, cool.
I'm an outdoorsy type. I love geocaching. I love backpacking. I love geocaching. I love backpacking. I don't know, heck, something as simple as gaming,
Mm-hmm.
poetry.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
Music is my life.
Wonderful. I love music too. So that's fine. It's fine. Me being a singer. Yeah. And where do you like, and where do you like to travel to when you have time to travel?
Huh?
I was asking, where do you like to travel to?
Where do I like to travel? Well, I haven't really traveled all that much. Sometimes it's just about getting out in the area that you live in, but I definitely do have a bucket list.
I hear you, definitely, and I see. And are there any celebrities are there any stars that you want to meet as well?
Any
And,
people I
and,
want to meet?
yeah, like stars, movie stars, yeah,
Um,
artists.
um, yeah. I have some celebrities I want to. I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm not gonna say.
Okay, you don't do that.
But yeah, doesn't everybody?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I met some celebrities, and they're all very nice. I met Beyonce. She was so nice. I love Beyonce. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama. Yep, I love them. They're all very nice. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? What do you think people can do to make a difference or to change the world in your opinion?
Um, anything from volunteering to making it your career. I mean, if you want to make a difference and you believe you can make a difference in some way, go out and do it.
Hmm.
I'm sure you'll help somebody in the end.
Yeah, that's wonderful information. I mean, that's wonderful advice. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And how do you deal with? How do you usually deal with racism? Because that's such a hard subject. How do you has racism ever affected you?
Huh?
I was asking, has racism ever affected you? Racism or
Racism.
yeah, how,
Um,
how you deal with that?
Racism ever affected me? Well, that's one of those things. I guess being I
Mm,
guess being a blind individual, you don't typically notice that kind of thing about people because
uh,
you don't typically see it.
I see.
But I genuinely believe that personality is truly what makes a difference, not the color of your skin.
Oh,
So no, it hasn't affected me, but I know several people it has affected.
uh, yeah, because I agree because
No, especially being, a part of like more than one minority. I mean, I know blind females of color and like, being a female, being a female, you're already a minority. Being a female of color, you're already even more a minority. when you're a disabled female with color, that's a whole nother shebang. You're part of three minorities. It's just too much. It's just too much.
No, go on. You're right. Because I definitely agree. When you want, it can affect.
I can only imagine what that feels like.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Okay, I'm sure. I know from my perspective, it's not. It isn't a good feeling. So I definitely agree. And yeah, and I definitely, yeah, and yeah. So how can we find you? So how can we find you on social media? Do you have any videos on social media we can look?
Yeah, I'm Blind One Lives pretty much everywhere. My website's blindonelives.vision. And God, what am I missing? My podcast is Life with Blind One Lives.
Oh, wonderful! I came to see a podcast, so I can tell you definitely inspired me, and I can tell you're gonna go far in life, and yeah, and also, do you still want to live where you are, or do you want to move to California or Florida where it's warm, because I know the snow, Did you get snow?
I live in Tennessee.
Okay.
We're getting off and on snow. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
We don't get the good snow like you guys do up north, but we do get it. And here lately we've actually gotten some record-breaking weather, like seriously record-breaking. Like it would drop into like the teens, and there would be like a winter storm going on. Like can't see a thing out there. Most sighted people can't. I mean, I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've gotten some snow that's shut us down a little bit, but nothing like what you guys get up there.
Yeah. It definitely bad. We just had a blizzard, so it was really bad. And you have shoving all day yesterday, So like okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's real fun. I was like, okay, it's time to go out to Florida. Not as buddy, Yeah. So do you like living in Tennessee, or would you consider moving to Florida, California? Do you like the snow or the cold weather, or it doesn't bother you?
I guess the reason why I'm still in Tennessee is my environment. Probably like the people I'm around. I don't plan to move out of Tennessee, but hey, if I do, works for me.
Definitely. I definitely think we should go wherever you want to, wherever you feel happy, live where you want to live, it's your life, so that's how I feel, Yeah. So have you ever gone to Walt Disney World before in Florida? I love Disney World.
Have I ever gone to where in Florida?
Walt Disney World?
Nope. That's a bucket list destination right there, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully good to go someday, because it is a place to go,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is fun. This is a great interview. Do you want to ask me any questions? Anything you want to know about me?
I can't. So, nothing I can think of. Hold on.
Okay, take your time. I'm here all day.
So, where did your journey start with your podcast, your show?
Okay, well, that's good. That's a wonderful question. My podcast actually started from Boston. I did it. I was at RCC, Washington Community College, and I took it, of course, at Boston Neighborhood Network, being in studios, Boston Neighborhood Network, and I started doing interning, doing camera, video equipment, audio board engineering, and work on the radio station. It was wonderful. So after I finished my internship, I asked for a podcast, and I was able to take a course, and that's how I got my podcast, the Jayman Show. And it's been a blessing because I got to interview people like yourself, different celebrities, artists, and it's just been a blessing. So that's why when I graduated from from college last May, I decided to more SNHU to get my bachelor's degree in media and film production because I feel that having that degree will definitely take me a long way. So I guess that's how my journey started, because it started in college and then being in, and now it's led me to you in SNHU, and it's been I got to meet people like yourself and help people. So yeah, so I guess that's how my journey started. Mm-hmm.
So where can I find you? Where can I find more of your podcasting, your anything you're willing to share?
Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm definitely on YouTube. I can definitely send you a link tonight. I'll send you my link tonight. Of all my videos. I'll send this interview to you, and I will, and you can find me on YouTube / Jaiye Bynoe. That's Jaiye Bynoe. Jaiye Bynoe. Say it again. Jaiye Bynoe. Jaiye Bynoe. I'm on YouTube, the Jayman Show, which is on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston's local community radio station. That's the name of my show. It's also on bnnmedia.org. I'm also on Instagram / Jaiye Bynoe 39, number 39, and I'm also on Facebook. I have a small following on TikTok. I'm also on LinkedIn and Twitter, so you can find me on all social media websites. I'm especially famous on YouTube, so all my videos are on YouTube. And you can also email me at lowercase JAIYEBYNOE@yahoo.com. That's my email, and I'm happy to reach out to you, connect with you, interview you. So that's find me, and I was so I'm everywhere. So you can find me everywhere. Just type my name and check them up.
Quite the presence.
Yeah.
I hope you've maintained your LinkedIn profile more than I have.
Well, I guess. I'm not much, but I'm trying though.
Yeah.
Because I don't really use it much, but I have it though. So, but I do take a look at it from time to time, when I get a chance to.
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter as much, but I try and take a look at that one if I can as well. So those two, but I'm mostly on TikTok, watching videos, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But I do try and take a look at the social websites whenever I have a chance to. Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. And is there anything else you want to know about me? Any other questions?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a wonderful interview. And if you need help with your schoolwork, let me know. Okay, so we can help each other. Just reach out to me.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, wonderful. I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yep. Have a good one.
Take care. Thanks again.